so we can bring you the following special programs.
Welcome to the 4th Annual Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship Finals, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete.
We are the winners, watch us glimmer, like the sun for the champion. We're in control, body and soul. We push ourselves to the maximum. The champions, we are the champions.
Our host, the star of TV's hit comedy series Growing Pains, and honorary chairperson of the National Fitness Foundation, Alan Thicke. With two-time Olympic medalist and international sportscaster Dwight Stone. Fitness expert and star of TV's workout show, It Figures, Charlene Cricket. Plus, an exciting presentation by national aerobic champions from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
We take the spotlight. We are the ones, we're the champions. Working smarter, beating harder. We play to win, we're the champions. We're inspired, reaching higher.
Noah York, Terry Lilly, Eddie Stevens, Scott Cole, Jeff Vandiver, Donna Davis. Introducing the 70 fittest aerobic athletes from across the USA competing for the gold in the mixed pairs competition. From the firm in Minneapolis, Susan Schwartzbauer and Doug Melrose. From the Ocean Bay Club in Pennsylvania, Lori Welteroth and Billy Ross. From Denver's Elite Sports Academy, Trish Hahn and Greg Corelli. From Move It In, California, Rosie Castaneda and Mick Stanrover. From Gold's Gym in Los Angeles, Linda Bell and Mike Robinson. From Good Bodies in Dallas, Stephanie Oakes and Kevin Cregan. From All Sport in New York, Grace Mahalchik and Gregory Higgins. From Miami Hunt Club in Florida, Tanaj Milward and Jojo Vela. From Life Fitness in North Carolina, Nancy Harrell and Robert Kernodle. And from the San Francisco Bay Club, Deborah Casey and Andre Roulet. In the teams competition, representing Valley Health and Racket in Orlando, Mama Hartnett, Debbie Harvey, and Marissa McKeechin. Representing Showbiz Athletic Club in San Jose, Diane Teresi, Deborah McGee, and Debbie Pardue. Representing Contours in Washington, D.C., Robert Sherman, Charles Little, and Anthony Geiger. From the Sports Club L.A. in Los Angeles, Kurt Moore, Brett Kelly, and Robert Brady. From Valley Health Club in Pennsylvania, Amy Baverka, Julie Beck, and Dawn Sable. Representing President and First Lady in Houston, Paul Bell, Marlene and Merlene Tucker. From the National Institute of Fitness in Utah, Holly Keenan, Dana Moody, and Donna Autobart. Representing the firm in Minneapolis, Susan Schwartzbauer, Doug Melrose, and Kathy Hammersky. From the Ocean Bay Athletic Club in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Billy Ross, Lori Welteroth, and Annie Maskey. And from Body Rock in Houston, Texas, Fred Bartels, Ada Hicks, and Roseanne Meyer. And in the individual competition, in the women's division, from the Spa Fitness Center in West Virginia, Dawn Andine. From the old Federal Courthouse in Tucson, Felicia Smith-Eusebio. Representing the Atrium Club in Providence, Dory Marino. Representing Fitness South in North Carolina, Terry Reeves. Representing Fitness in Detroit, Joan Wenson. Representing Body Business in Austin, Melanie Roberts. Representing Denver's Elite Sports Academy, Trish Hahn. From Valley Health Club in Orlando, Marissa McKeechin. From Move It In, San Jose, Diane Teresi. And representing the firm in Sacramento, Rosie Castaneda. And in the men's division, representing the Fitness Center in Michigan, Tom Anderson. Representing the Vertical Club in New York City, Joshua Askew. From Flatiron Athletic Club in Boulder, Greg Corelli. From the Maricopa Athletic Club in Phoenix, Peter Dale. From Frank Calta's Health Connection in Tampa, Clay Grant. Representing President and First Lady in Houston, James Johnson. From Total Body Workout in Sacramento, James Mellis. From the Shannon Athletic Club in Columbus, Eric Pierce. Championship and honorary chairperson to the National Fitness Foundation, Alan Thicke.
Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to the Super Bowl of Aerobics. Now with me are 70 of America's fittest athletes. There's one of them now. And they have qualified to be here by
Hello and welcome back. Here we are. It's Stinky's Bootcamp today. It's been so long. It's been so long since our last bootcamp. Man, hopefully you guys haven't gone too potato. I had bouts of potato myself, but I had injuries over the last couple of months that prevented me from doing this stream, the Stinky's Bootcamp thing, and prevented me from working out in my everyday life. But for the most part, I've been keeping up with it and making adjustments here and there accordingly. So hopefully you guys have been able to do some boot camps of your own. If not, then good luck to. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be fine. There's gonna be lots of different variations and stuff. What we're gonna be focusing on today, folks, is gonna be a core workout. So we're talking about this, like from your tummy to like your knees. That's the kind of like the core area. It's more than just abs, folks. It's your butt. It's your glutes, thighs, the whole deal down there. We're dealing with the core, the prismatic core. That's what we're doing today. I figure that's a good, solid thing to come back on. We can everybody can do this one. It's not there's it will be challenging. There will be moments that will be more challenging than others, but the core is something that should be prioritized. It's so important. I figured. Start back with. Well, you know what? Before we dive in, I just want to say I hope you guys have your mat. I've got a mat over here. See that? Right there. Got a mat. Got some water. Maybe you want a towel. And the will to utterly dominate everything in your path. That last one is optional. Before we jump right in, let's just do a couple of shout outs right off the top. Let's just have some fun with it. That's what we're here for. All right. Oh yeah. Welcome back to the Stinky's Bootcamp. Welcome back. Right now we're gonna shout it out. We're shouting it out to Rose Sex Bang Song. Rose Sex Bang Song. Thank you so much. The audio is super low. Check. How about this? There we go. Streamlabs just going ahead and changing all my settings. So that's a new thing. It sounds. So the noise microphone detection issue. Okay, so that would be the noise gate. Why would it have changed that all on its own? That's super fun. Let's just go take a look. Turn off this fan. Well, I can't really troubleshoot this now, so I guess I'm gonna turn off the noise gate. So it's gonna get noisy. You're gonna be hearing every little grunt of exertion from yours truly. So I hope you're ready for that. Is that better? This should have fixed it, I think. That's annoying. Why would it just change the settings on its own? That doesn't make any sense. But hey, that's Streamlabs, baby. That's Streamlabs. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, onwards we go. Let's where is it? We shouted out to Rose Sex Bang Song. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be back too. I'm glad you're here with us doing this little workout with us. You started working out at the start of quarantine, and now you're working out 3 to 4 days a week. Fuck yeah, good for you. That's so awesome. Congratulations. Keep it up. And Bloody Blaze, it's that Bloody Blaze, it's that Bloody Blaze, oh yeah. Bliggity Blaze, thank you so much. Happy Swole Day. Yes, indeed. Female cats can breed with several males when they are in heat. This means that a litter of kittens could potentially have a few different fathers. Wow. It wouldn't be a Cone Zone without a cat fact from Blaze. No, sir. All right, here we go. Here we are. Skull. Ew, we got a. So Skull's been playing Getting Over It. By the way, folks, we might actually end up playing a little bit of Getting Over It today, depending on how long this workout takes. We'll see. Skull just got to Orange Hell, past Orange Hell. That's the hardest part right there. Apparently, I haven't completed the game, but we'll see what kind of damage we can do on that sucker today. Oh, and holy shit! We've got ourselves an epic donation from Lana, baby, yeah. Thank you so much, Lana. Oh man, Lana, thank you so much. Oh man, I'm psyched that you're back here with us, working on this boot camp. All right. Oh, Barkley, 523. Barkley, 523. It's your first boot camp. Fantastic. Anybody else out there? If it's your first boot camp, I'll give you guys the whole rundown in just a moment. All right. Let me just we're gonna switch up this camera setup here. Ooh. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Bam. Okay. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna start pumping some jams. Nobody tell the Twitch, please. Okay. Let me know if these levels are. All right. Okay, this should be good. All right. All right, people. Can you hear me all right? If I'm back here, you hear me okay? The noise gate has been shut down. Okay. Okay, cool. So folks, I would like to welcome you all back to Stinky's Boot Camp. Rule number 1, folks. Do your best. Rule number 2, don't push yourself too hard. If you feel at any moment like you feel any pain, anything like that, stop immediately. You should not be feeling pain. A little bit of a burn, that's good. That means it's working. But especially in your joints, or if you're feeling pain in a place that we're not working out, please give it a rest. I'm gonna give variations to as many of these exercises as we can, so that you can sort of scale it to your fitness level a little bit. Like I said before, what we're working on today, we got ourselves a prismatic core workout. That means this zone of your body right here, from here to here, yep. So that means we're gonna be needing a mat, because we're gonna be on the ground a whole bunch. That's how we do the core. Please be careful, everybody. We're not gonna be doing a whole lot of jumping around. There's not, hopefully not a ton of ways to injure yourselves, but please be safe. Listen to your bodies. And remember, doing even a little bit, doing just a little bit, is infinitely better than doing nothing. Because the thing about fitness, folks, is that it's not about being a hero and going harder than you ever have before. It's about incremental improvements, right? It's about building habits, and it's about just improving a little bit upon what you've done before. So if you don't work out regularly, if you're kind of new, then take it easy, take it slow, and we're going to be doing these exercises for maybe about a minute or so each, just do a little bit of each of them, you know? Because a little bit is infinitely better than nothing. And don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged or intimidated or anything like that. Do not fear. Do not fear. Okay, so what we also might need is some sort of, we're gonna need like a stool or a bench, or maybe it's your bed, a chair, anything that we can put some weight on that's not gonna move around a whole bunch. It could be your computer chair. Even just put it up against the wall. Make sure it's not gonna frig around on you. Okay. Shall we begin, folks? All right. Here we go. What we're gonna do? We're just gonna get warmed up, folks. We're gonna get warmed up. I like to swing my arms around. I'm gonna swing my legs around. Woo! We're working out this core. So check this out. We're gonna jump up. Oh, jump up. Oh, and then we're gonna just go right down. We're gonna just go down. It's like the easiest burpee ever. We're just gonna come back up now. And we're gonna jump up. We're just getting warmed up. And we're gonna step back into like a sort of plank thing. Yep, stepping up. Up, yeah, we're just getting warmed up. Maybe you want to throw in a push-up there. Ooh, boy. Whoo. Okay. And remember, folks, don't worry about if you're not used to these exercises and you think you look funny, that's because you do. It's okay to look like a ding-dong, because ding-dongs get results. We're going to do some jumping jacks. And we're going to say, rest in pepperonis downstairs, neighbors. We're just trying to get the blood flowing just a little bit before we dive into the exercise. Now everybody, especially those of you who aren't used to working out perhaps, if you don't do this regularly, don't forget to breathe. Breathing is the most important thing. It delivers oxygen to your muscles so that they can work out, so that you can use them, you know? All right. Because we're working out our core, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna put our feet together, and we're gonna take a deep breath and go, inhale, raise our hands to the sky. We're gonna arch our backs back just a little tiny bit, and feel that stretch in our tummy, and exhale. Slowly bend down as far as you can. If you can only reach maybe your knees, that's fine. See how low you can go. Just hang out. We're just loosening things up. And come on up. All right. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I got my cheat sheet here. So like I said, this is a core workout. We're gonna be on our butts for a lot of this. We're gonna be using that mat. If you don't have a mat, you can use a towel for most of these things, something to pad your butt and your knees and stuff. So, starting out, how this is gonna work, folks, is we're gonna alternate. We're gonna do something that, we're gonna do a crunch, we're gonna do a plank, and then we're gonna do a hinge or a squat kind of thing. And we're gonna repeat that kind of pattern. Crunch, plank, hinge, squat thing. So a crunch usually means that we're on our butts, right? So here we go. We're gonna do, these are called bicycle kicks, seated bicycle kicks. So if you want, you can keep your planted on your butt, you can keep your hands on the ground to get started, and we're just gonna rotate our feet like we are pedaling a bicycle. So try to keep your back straight. Don't cave in so much. You can use your hands and your butt to anchor yourself. If you want a bit of an extra challenge, you can raise your hands, just balance on your butt. We're cycling. It's like this motion might be a little weird at first because you're not used to bicycling with pedals. You're just pedaling in the air. But you'll find it. You'll find it. Now we're gonna stop and we're gonna go backwards now. We're pedaling backwards. Pedaling backwards, yeah! You're doing great! Doing great. So you're gonna feel this in your thighs, in your tummy. That's good. Remember, you can keep your hands on the ground if you like for balance. Good. Very good. First exercise down. That's not so bad. There's only 17 more. That's not bad. It's great. You're going to do fine. So folks, this is going to take a total of about 25 to 30 minutes. That's not so bad, right? Anybody can do 25 minutes. So that was our crunch. Now we have a plank. Our plank is like this. So we are going to be on, this is called a low plank. Where our feet, or our toes are touching the ground, and we're on our forearms, right? So this is a basic, this is called a low plank. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reach out with our left hand, reach out with our left foot, reach out with our right foot, bring it back, reach out with our right hand. We're going to go in a circle. We're going in a circle. Left, bam, bam. If that's too tough for you folks, you can just hold this plank. You can just hold it like this. We're reaching out though. Those of us who can afford it, reaching out in a circle. Left hand, left foot, right hand, left hand green, left foot blue, right foot red, right hand purple, and so on. It's like a one-man twister. Try not to sag. Try not to like sag. Try to keep your body straight from your heels to the tip of your head. Keeping it straight. Don't sag in your butt, and don't cheat upwards like this, right? It's called a plank for a reason. Okay, and good. Down. Enjoy these few seconds. Up next, we got ourselves some squats. We're going to be doing a few different variations of squats. Squats, you might associate those with a lower body exercise. That is true, but they also work the shit out of your core. They're such an important exercise. So, if you got your stool or your chair, whatever it is, you can use it if you're not used to squats. You can use it as like a fail-safe. So, to squat, our feet are on our knees, shoulder width apart. We're going to keep our weight in our heels, in the back of our feet, right? Not on our toes, in the back of our heels. And we're going to sit down, tracking our knees out over our feet. We're not trying to like splay them out. I'll show you from the side. Now, this stool, this is here for those of you who aren't super confident with your squats. You can sort of sit right down on it. Don't put any weight on it. You're just kind of touching it and bouncing back up. Now, those of you who want the challenge, we're going to squat as low as we can. And we're not caving in our back. We're not going like that, keeping our back straight. Keeping our back straight. As we sit down onto nothing. Or you're sitting down onto your chair. Good. With our hands, you can do whatever you want with your hands. Just anything to help the balance. Now, folks, those of you who are squatting, if you got experience squatting, we're going to do 1.5 squats now. So we're sitting down, then we go, halfway up, and then down, and then up again. So 1.5 times, like boom, boom, up. Boom, boom, up. You're sort of doing like a double back at the bottom. Down, and then halfway up, and up. Good. Squats, folks. Squats are so important. They work out everything in your core. Now, these are the easiest variations of the squats we're going to be doing. So savor it. Okay, good. Good. How are we doing out there? We doing all right? So far, so good? Okay. Up next, crunches. These are called scissors, folks. Scissors, we're on our butts again. And so we're going like this. We can put our butt in our hands on the ground, our shoulders, and then we're just alternating like this. So our left foot goes above, and then our right foot goes above. Alternating. About a foot or so off the ground. Now if you need a little extra support, if this is challenging for you and your butt or your back is feels a little weird, you can put your butt, or you put your hands under your butt for some extra support. Like so. Or if you're crazy, just hands at your side. Oh, yep. Scissors. You got it, folks. Give me as many as you can. I'm going to aim for 25. I haven't been counting, so I'm just going to guess. Man, we look silly. Look like a bunch of ding-dongs. But that's the point, because ding-dongs are getting results. Yep, feeling that. And give me 5 more. And that's it. Nice. Scissor crunches. Decent, decent. What's up next? Ooh, these are fun ones, folks. These are fun. Black Widow knee slides. So this is our plank, our next plank exercise. We're starting in an upward plank, an upper plank, which is on our hands and our toes. Our lower plank was on our shins, or sorry, our forearms and our toes. This is an upper plank, is the starting position. So what we do, you might recognize these from a previous boot camp. We take our left leg, bring it up to the elbow, and slide it up your arm. This is tough. Now, folks, these are challenging. If you can do it, give me a couple. Give me a couple. Do as many as you can. If it's too challenging, you can just hold this plank position. But these are Black Widow knee slides. These are touching your forearm and then sliding your knee up your arm and then back down and bringing it back. Oh yeah. Don't forget to breathe, everybody. Remember, if it's too much for you, oh, my wrist. If it's too much for you, just hold this position. If it's too hard on your wrists, you can go down to that lower plank. Remember, on your forearms. Give me a few more, if you got it in you. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I'm starting to feel that flow. Can you see it? It's starting to, there it is. It's the first sign. That sweat is flowing. That means that stink is coming. But we're still early on, folks. You're doing great out there. Now we got, oh yes, our friend reverse lunges. Reverse lunges. So we're gonna start at like the front of our mat, front of our space, and we're gonna step back 1 foot, right? And then this is what a lunge looks like. But what we're doing is, this is our starting position up front, and we're stepping backward, alternating legs, right? We're trying to keep our front shin as vertical as possible. We don't want our knee going over. We don't want this. That's bad. We want that shin vertical as we step back. And our back knee can just gently smooch the floor, just a gentle caress if you got it, or just hover it right above it. We're just alternating with our hands, just helping our balance. Now, if this is too difficult, you can just do a step back. Try to get it as low as you can, but you don't need to touch all the way to the floor if you're not used to it, right? Okay. So lunges, you might think, Dr. Sung, lunges, those are a lower body exercise. And to that I would say, yes, you are correct. However, they also are working out much of your core, your butt, your quads. Those are all part of your core. All those muscles are tied together. The muscles in your legs connect to the muscles in your back, don't you know? Now for these last 10 seconds, if you're crazy, we're gonna add a plyometric thing to this. So we're gonna step back. We're doing split squat plyometric lunges. Breathe. Nice. Oh yes. Yes. Excellent work out there, folks. All right, that's 6 exercises down. Not so bad. Not so bad. Next up is our crunch sequence, which means we're on our butts. We're on our butts. And now, what we're doing here, these are frog crunches. I think they're called frog crunches, seated frog crunches, something like that. So our feet are out together, our hands are out to the side, and we're bouncing on our butt, and we're going like this. And we're bringing our frog legs in, and sort of gently hugging them. Now, if this is too challenging, or if you're having problems with balance, you can keep your hands on the ground. And just go out like this. Bring them in like that. That's the easier version right here. But I'm doing these frog tucks. Yeah, that's what they're called, tucks. Frog tucks. Bringing those frog legs in, tucking them in. And now we're not bringing our shoulders to the ground. We're just leaning back. We're not going back on the ground like that. We're keeping the abs engaged with our shoulder blades off the ground. Give me as many as you can. If you need to, on any of these things, take a break. Then just give me a couple more when you can. That's it. Seated frog tucks. Yep. Give me 3 more. 2, 3. Nice. All right. So we got our plank up next, right? We got our plank. These are, I remember now, these are plank reach throughs. So we're gonna get in a lower plank, which means on our forearms, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach up with one hand, and then we're reaching through and past. And then we reset. And then we alternate sides. Go onto one side, reaching up with the other, and then we come through. We reach through and reset. Now, if this is too much for you, just hold this plank. For a lot of you out there, it might be This might be the extent of what you can do in plank. Just holding it like this. But if you got it in you, reaching up and then reaching through, resetting, reaching up, reaching through. So it's a little bit of a twist, right? We're engaging those core muscles, those oblique muscles with that twist. Focus on keeping that plank form good. Don't sink down, don't cheat up. We're planking, we're board, it's like a board. And through, and up, and through, and reset, and up, through. Give me one more each side. Up, and through, reset. Up, and through, reset. Nicely done out there. Excellent. Get a little sweat update. Yeah, you see here? So usually what happens on my chest, the sweat formation, it usually creates a demon head or the state of Texas. That is the shape that the sweat on my chest will be by the end of this workout. Okay, good job. Now, you're also going to recognize these ones from previous boot camps. These are called hip bucks. So you're going to use your stool or your chair, whatever it is, your bed, your couch, whatever you can put your weight on, a little bit of weight on. We're on our backs, like so. What we're doing, our calves are resting on it, the heels of our feet. What we're doing is we're gonna push up through our butts. It's like we're gonna try and stick our butts as high up as we can get. Like so, right? And we're keeping the weight on our shoulders, our shoulder blades, and our upper back. Like so. Like you're trying to hump the air straight up. And when you get to the top, try to squeeze your butt. Try to squeeze those glutes just a little bit for half a second or so. Don't flare your knees out. Don't go like this. You won't get the same workout in your butt. Try to keep our knees parallel and straight up in the direction that we are thrusting. This is pelvic thrust training, folks. This is a rigorous part of the twerp fitness regimen. How do you think we do this shit on stage, man? Hip bucks. Don't forget to breathe out there. Try to get that butt up as high as you can. Now give me 3 more, and we're going to hold these at the top. 3, 2, 1, and down. And up again. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, one more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Nice. Oh yeah, feel that in your butt. You feel that in the back of your legs and your core. Gotcha. All right. Very good out there. How are we doing out there, folks? We're gonna take a quick water break. That's what it's all about right now. We gotta hydrate, or else you dehydrate. A wise man once said. All right. Very good, folks. Very good. Feeling good out there? We are halfway there. We're halfway there. Dr. Sung's Prismatic Core Challenge. Okay. So we start with our crunch sequence. Here we go. On our backs, right? So, our feet and our knees are together. Our feet and our knees are together, and we are trying to push up with our butts, but also do a little bit of a twist. So we're trying to reach, so for example, these are called reverse corkscrews. Think of your legs like corkscrew, right? They're twisting. Doing a little, like a subtle twist, right? Stick it, going up like that. And then the other side, like that. Boop. Boop. It might be a little awkward at first. You just gotta find the motion. So think of it like this way. You're trying to reach one side of your hip, one of your hips, up into the air. Right? I'll show you from this angle. How's this? Try to reach one hip at a time, as high as you can get. And our hands and our shoulders are on the ground, sort of anchoring us. Give me a few more. 3 more. 2 more each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Nice. So that twisting motion, folks, anything that involves going to one side with the abs, that's working on the oblique muscles, right? It's like the muscles along the side. Now, again, if you're ever on your back and you're doing any of these crunch exercises, and you're feeling like a little bit of maybe weakness in your back or in your neck or something, you can put your hands under your butt, and that will help stabilize you a little bit. Could help you out with that exercise. Now, okay, where did we leave off? We are now on to alternating side rises, because we're on to our plank now. So here we go, like this, on our lower plank, which means on our forearms. And this is kind of like the last plank, but easier. Take comfort in that. So we're just going from side to side, and it's like the last plank exercise, but we're not reaching through. So this plank is working on our core, but also our shoulders. We're just reaching up, going from side to side. Very good, keep it up. I'm gonna try and go faster. If this is too much for you, remember, you can do that plank. If the plank is too much for you, you can just take a breather on your stomach. All right, 3 more each side. 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 3 on the right, 3 on the left. Nice. And I should have mentioned this earlier. If you're totally gassed, if you got nothing left, and the exercise is still going, you ever heard of child's pose? Child's pose is like this. You're on your feet and your knees, and you're just reaching forward. It's just a very relaxing stretch. It's good. You can also just lay down on your stomach if that gets it done for you as well. You got options. You can remember, don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. Listen to your body. So alternating side rises, that's what that was. Next up, we got our good friend jump squats. It's our squat hinge portion, jump squats. These are the mother of weightless squat exercises. So I'll show you from the side. We squat down, remember shoulder width apart. We're sitting our butt down, right? Sitting our butt down, we're not like going forward. We're not slouching our back. So from the bottom, when we hit the bottom of our squat, jump up. Yeah. If that's too much for you, give me a couple. Take a break. If you can't reach down, remember, don't forget your stool. If you're not super confident about your squats, you can go like this, and then up. Right? You got options. Now, you maniacs out there, we got some ding dongs in the house. Give me a minute of jump squats. Oh yeah. Don't forget to breathe. This is hard. Your legs are going to be screaming. Don't let your form suffer. Because when your form suffers, that's when you hurt yourself. If you find yourself, if your form is suffering, best take a break. Take a few seconds. Come back to it with proper form. All right, we can do a few here fast for the last 10 seconds. Oh, two more. Two. Yes. Jump squats, baby. How are we doing out there? Remember, listen to your bodies, folks. If you're experiencing soreness, if you're experiencing soreness is good, but pain where there shouldn't be any pain in parts that you're not working out, for example, if you're lightheaded, take a break, take some water, have a little sit down. There's no shame in that. Just listen to your bodies, folks. Okay. That's good. We're over the hump, folks. We're 2/3 there. 2/3 there. Okay. Now, where are we? Okay. So we're back to our crunches, right? You know what? I need myself some water after jump squats. Jump squats are hard. Sweet, sweet lady H2O. Okay. We're back on our backs here with the crunch portion. Okay. Now, with these ones, we're doing these are lower ab crunches. So, or lower ab planks, I guess. It's kind of, you're on your back, whatever. It's not important what it's called. What happens is, we're on our backs and our heads are down. We're trying to keep our legs as straight as you can. They don't need to be perfectly straight. That can be difficult for some people. And we're going to try and lower them slowly from the starting position. Lower them so they're about 6 inches off the ground, 6 inches to a foot, and then bring it back up. Now here again, folks, you can keep your hands under your butt for a little bit of extra support if you need them. And lower them down. Hold it for a few seconds. And up they go. So this is focusing on your lower abdominals. A few seconds at a time and up. Trying to keep your legs as straight as you can. Doesn't need to be perfectly straight. Especially at the top. You might not have that flexibility. And breathe. And up. Down. And I'm going to try and hold this. Holding it at the bottom for as long as I can. Starting to feel shaky. If you can hold it with me, try it. If you need to go back up to the top or if you need to go all the way down, listen to your body. And up. Okay. Nicely done. Those lower abs. Lower ab crunches, lower ab planks, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. Whew. All right, how we doing out there, folks? All right. Okay. So that was our crunch onto the plank. So these are called plank hip dips. So we're on our lower plank. Yeah, that's right. On our lower plank, and we're going to go from side to side, just dipping our hips. Trying to keep your toes planted. Your feet shouldn't be moving around a whole bunch. Keeping your toes planted in one spot, and just going to one side, dipping your hips. Just take it slow. Oh yeah. These are focusing on your obliques, which are the muscles along the side of your abs. Ooh. I don't do these enough, I tell you. You need to take a break. Listen to your body. Keep dipping. I'm a dipster, you know? Guilty as charged. I'm a dipster. I'm a hip dipster. Okay. 2 more each side. 1 on the left. 1 on the right. 2 on the left. And 2 on the right. Oh. Man. I gotta incorporate those more often, folks. I feel that. Woo, boy. Nice one. Good job out there. That was the plank. Those are hip dip planks. What is this next one? I can't read my own writing. Okay. You're gonna recognize these ones if you've done some Stinky boot camps before. You're taking, these are balanced lunges. I've also seen them called Bulgarian squats. I don't know. Let's call them a balanced lunge for now. Okay, so what we do, using your stool or your chair or your bed or your couch, whatever it is you got, we're going to put the top of our foot down on it. Put our left or our right foot, the top of that foot on the top of it. Now, we're sort of itching our way up, and we're lunging down. You get it? So try to keep your back straight. We're not sagging down. Try not to cheat too far over don't cheat your knee over your foot. Trying to keep that shin as vertical as possible, like any lunge. And then we're bending in our back leg, or back knee rather, and our front knee. And we're just dipping down. Oh, shit's moving. Shit is moving. Gonna reset here. Here we go. Okay. We're getting down. We're lunging. These are challenging, folks. Could be a balance thing for you as well. So just do what you can with them. If that's too much for you, if you can't do that, just do those reverse lunges again. Those are a much simpler version of these. Give me 3 more on this side. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay. Now we got 2 sides. Let's get that other leg. Our left foot, the top of our left foot going onto our surface. And we're getting set. And down we go. Down and up. Just try to get as low as you can. That'll be different for different people. Some of you might only be able to dip a little tiny bit. Gotta listen to your knees, listen to the strength in your legs, and work towards getting lower. Remember, trying to keep that shin as vertical as possible. That front shin. Just give me 3 more on this side. Last one. Decent. That's working. Oh, that's working everything in your quads and your butt. It's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. We're getting so close, folks. We're getting so close to the end. We got one more set of each. Got 1 crunch, 1 plank, and 1 squat. It's gonna be so good. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Okay. On our backs for our crunches. Yes. These are reverse crunches, folks. Also called heels to the heavens. Okay, so our starting position here. Our legs straightish. Going straight up. Our hands and our shoulders are touching the ground. Now what we're doing here is we're trying to lift our butt up off the ground and point, like try to get the bottoms of our feet to touch as high as we can into the air. I'll show you, like this. Right? Right? Good. If you haven't done this before, it might take you a little bit just to find the motion. But we're contracting our belly, right? To push our butt up into the air and get the heels of our feet to touch the heavens. That's how they're called, the heels to the heavens. But what we're not doing, folks, is we're not putting our feet past us like this. That is incorrect. It is not working out your abs or your core. We're trying to keep our feet straightish and just pulsing them up as vertical as possible. this is too much for you, or you're having trouble with the motion, you can do these lower ab crunches too. And just hold it for a few seconds. Pulsing it up, heels to the sky. All right, let's give us 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Decent. Okay, peel yourself off of that mat there. What are we doing here? Oh, yes. Okay. Here, folks, we're doing one of my favorite ab exercises in the world. These are, what do you call them? Kayak twists. We've done this before in a Stinky's Bootcamp. We're gonna try and burn out with these. So what we're doing is we're sitting on our butts, right? We're not gonna do a plank for this last one. We're gonna do some kayaks. And we're clasping our hands together. We're gonna try and balance on our butts. Get your legs as high off the ground as you can. And we're gonna touch our clasped hands from side to side. So it's 1, 2. So after touching each side once, that counts as 1. Here we go. Give it to me. Let's try to give me 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to 7, 8. Try not to cave in. Try to keep your abs engaged and don't slouch over. 12, 13, 14, 15. And those feet off the ground. 16, 17, 18, 19. 20. You can give me 10 more. You got 10 more in you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you got 10 more in you. You got 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that is 60. 60 kayak twists that you didn't know you could do. Okay. I misread my notes earlier. Actually, I didn't misread my notes at all. I made a mistake in my notes. What does that mean? That means we're doing jump squats again. Yes. But this is the very last exercise. This is our last set. Jump squats. You love them. You love them. I know you do. I know you do. Don't lie to me. This is the very last set. Finish strong here, folks. We're gonna try to finish strong here. So remember, we're sitting back. We're not going forward. We're sitting back, keeping the weight in our heels when we're at the bottom of our squat. Inevitably, we're gonna have to put some weight forward when we're jumping up, right? But that's why jump squats are so challenging. All right, don't forget to breathe. Here we go. Give me a minute of jump squats. And then you're done. And then you're free. You're free, and you can thank me later. All right, let's focus on your form real quick for the squat. Back straight, sitting down, weight in the heels. Looks good, folks. Looks good. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 minute of jump squats. Keep that back straight. Don't let it arch. Use your stool for your squat if you need. So you don't have to go down all the way. If you use your stool or your chair as that fail safe. Oh God. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Oh. You just completed Dr. Sun's Prismatic Core Challenge. Bravo! A bravo! A bravo! You did it! Congratulations. How long was that? How long have we been going? So that was probably closer to 40 minutes. But from the start of the exercise to the end. But without my explanation, you could easily do that in 30 minutes or less. If you wanted to challenge your core outside of boot camp, outside of this stream, you could, maybe I'll, well, actually, I don't know if I could tweet it. I can share it somehow. I will disseminate this information, my notes, and then you can just do each of these exercises for 1 minute, or like 40 seconds plus 20 seconds break, 30 seconds plus 30 seconds break, whatever works for you. You can do it like that, and then you can have this workout done in 20 minutes if you did strictly 1 minute for each. Good job, everybody. Everybody who did it. If you completed it, if you went straight to the end, fuck yeah. Well done. If you did some of it, also fuck yeah. Congratulations. You are now just a little bit more awesome than you were before this stream. How's that feel? Grab yourself some water. Revel in those endorphins. Feel those endorphins just swimming through your blood. Because I don't know if you know this, anybody who's new to the Stinky's Bootcamp, a little known fact about fitness is that, and about human anatomy, is that there are millions of little dolphins swimming inside a gland inside your brain. And these dolphins, endorphins, are released. They're released when you exercise. It's your brain releasing the endorphins. And these dolphins, they're very happy. They're very cheery. They swim all through your body. It feels good to let them go, and they increase your mood. They improve just your overall feeling. It's just one of the small benefits we get from exercise, from fitness, you know? The release of the endorphins. It's them. That's the sound they make. If you listen very closely, you might be able to hear them. Okay, we're gonna stretch it out now. Big time. All right, so you should be feeling that from here to here, I would imagine. A little bit in your shoulders as well, I'm sure, from all those planks and whatnot. All right. We're gonna start with the biggest muscles. We're gonna start with our legs. I'll show you from the side. Just bouncing on one foot. If you need, you can take the wall, lean up on the wall, grab something, whatever, and just take your foot and gently bring it as close to your butt as you can while keeping your knee pointing straight down. Good. Let's try the other side. Feel that stretch in your quadricep muscles. That's these bad boys right here. See those ample haunches right there, baby? Oh yeah. I got some generous dimensions myself. All right. We're gonna take a deep breath. A deep breath with our feet and our knees are together. A deep breath and raise our hands to the sky. Arch our backs back just a little bit. And exhale slowly as we go down. Swan diving down. Get as low as you can. If you can touch the floor, that's cool. If you can only touch your knees, that's cool too. Work on exhaling and getting as low as you can with every little exhale. And then just hang out. Just hang out. And you'll feel the stretch in the back of your legs and in your lower back. That's gonna be good. Gonna feel real good. Okay, now, our hands on the ground. Slowly make our way back. And we're gonna do ourselves a little upward dog, which looks like this. Inhale as we go up. What we're doing is we're on the tops of our feet. The only things that are touching the ground are the tops of our feet and our hands. We're inhaling as we go up. We're not sagging down. We're gonna keep our head out above our shoulders. And then we exhale and bring it to downward dog. Like so. What we're doing in downward dog, trying to keep our legs straight from your heels up to your butt, and then straight from your butt to your fingertips. Straight as you can get in those two lines. And inhale as we go to upward dog again. Here right now, we're just gonna go into scorpion. So we're gonna keep our knees on the ground this time. Our knees and our feet. And we're just stretching it out in our lower back as much as we can. Using our arms, just listening to our bodies. Exhaling as we go back. Sorry, inhaling as we go back. Feel that stretch in your tummy. Feel it in your lower back a little bit too. And exhale. Downward dog. Now, we're gonna do a little stretch for our calf muscles. We're just gonna take one of our feet. We're starting our downward dog here. One of our feet, put it over onto the other foot. Try to push it down. Push that heel down. You'll feel a little bit of an extra stretch in your calf muscle. Other side. Nice little calf stretch. Oh, I love that one. That's just a personal favorite of mine. We're gonna do a little bit of stuff for our lower back now, because that's part of your core. So if you got yourself your mat, I like to go like this. I like to double it up. Right here, see what I did there? I folded it. A little bit of extra cushion so that we can go onto our knees. I got real pointy knees, so that it hurts like a bitch if I don't have this extra cushion. So our hands directly beneath our shoulders and our knees beneath our hips. We're gonna inhale and stick our chest towards the ground and our head up towards the sky. We're just gonna look out straight. And then exhale to neutral spine, just flat. And then inhale again, and we're gonna stick our back upwards this time. And our head down to the ground. Exhale the neutral spine. Inhale the other way. You should feel this in your tummy and your back. Exhale the neutral. And inhale the other way. Sticking our back up to the sky. Very good. Very good now, folks. Well done. Well done. Congratulations. You're now cooled down. Doesn't that feel nice? It's the sound of the dolphins. Don't you want to free your dolphins? Don't you like the dolphins? Save the dolphins. Let them swim. Let them swim. Okay. All right. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. Well done. We did it. Oh man, water tastes so good when it hits your lips after a workout like that. All right. See this? Wow, that's an irregular sweat pattern for me. That doesn't really look like a demon head whatsoever. It's kind of Texas-like. I mean, you got like El Paso over here, over on the end. You kind of got the panhandle up here. Yeah, sort of. It could be a demon. If you use your imagination, it could be a demon. Anything can be a demon if you use your imagination. Okay. All right, folks. You know what? You know what we're gonna do right now? I am gonna take just a quick moment. Maybe we get another shirt, one that's not quite so soiled. We're gonna do some shout outs. We're gonna hang out for a bit. Maybe we'll play some getting over it too, you know? And we'll get some Gooby time in. It's gonna be great. We're just gonna hang out for a bit. But for right now, excuse me for just one quick moment while I change, and yes, we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, folks. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep, we're back. With a much drier shirt. Oh yeah, it feels great. Isn't that great? Not nearly so soiled. How are we feeling out there, folks? Was that acceptable? I didn't push you too hard, did I? You guys, I feel like I got a feeling like you guys did great. Excellent. Excellent. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna be a bit sore. I know I'm gonna be a bit sore. That's yeah. Absolutely. That means we worked hard. I revel in the soreness. I cherish that feeling, because that's like a reminder of the hard work that you put in to earn that feeling. It's also the feeling of your muscles rebuilding themselves so that you're better, faster, stronger than you were before. So that's pretty cool when you think of it like that. Anyway, let's see here. Look, we get a little message from some sponsors here. Wow. All right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. We're shouting it out. Do the Shiro Misa. Yep. Shiro, how are you now? I'm sorry you're feeling a little weird and icky today, but that's the beauty about the internet, about computers. You know, maybe you can watch this one, do it another time. How do we take our coffee? I think everybody in Twerp takes it black as the night. Hell yeah. Most of the time anyway. For me, 100% of the time, it's black as night. Absolutely. Steven Universe. Steven Universe wants me to describe the perfect lunch. The perfect lunch? Ooh. I mean, the perfect lunch depends on the mood. Though right now, the mood strikes me as such. A grilled panini with it's gonna have maybe it's gonna be a grilled panini with maybe like mozzarella, some kind of maybe pesto mozzarella, maybe like a caprese thing. I don't know if that would be good grilled. We're talking a grilled panini, a big bowl of hearty homemade soup. We're talking vegetables. I like barley in soup personally. Sure. So soup with vegetables and barley, a grilled panini, and a big ass samosa with like some delicious, spicy. I'm not such a fan of chutney, but some sort of sauce that you can drizzle over that shit. That's what I want. That just got me so hungry. All right, onward we must go. Here we go. It's going to Cheese Eye Pastel, and your sister Tony. Shouting it out to your sister Tony, oh yeah. Cheese Eye Pastel, and to your your sister Tony. Been 2 years. Pastel wants everyone to know her sister was the most legitimately amazing person, and I don't doubt it for a second. Stay strong out there. Rest in peace, Tony. Yes, Skull. I did see that. I did see your message, and I don't know why Streamlabs would be not fulfilling orders. So I just took it down. I took down the Streamlabs store because it's closing, as well as the Cone Zone shop. Both of them are going to be closed while I am moving. They at least the Cone Zone shop will be back at some point in probably in October or November, depending if there's anything left. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Onwards. Oh, and hey.
Shiro, 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 Misa, Shiro, 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 Misa.
You did end up doing some boot camp after all. What? That's fantastic. Good for you. Got that pit flow. That's great. Something is literally infinitely better than nothing. So good for you. Oh man. Holy shit.
Holy shit, thank you, Bachira. Bachira is coming at us all the way from Japan. It's your birthday in 2 days. It's your birthday in 2 days. It's your birthday in 2 days. Happy early birthday.
Bachira, thank you so much. Happy early birthday to you. That's just lovely. Thanks for joining us.
Gary, 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 Gary for the win. Gary, 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 Gary for the win. Gary for the win.
Gary for the win. Hey man. Thanks, Gary. It was your first boot camp today. Amazing. I'm glad you enjoy the teaching style and that it was easy enough to follow. That's fantastic. Good feedback. I appreciate it very much. Thanks, Gary. And here we go.
Racy B, Racy B, Racy B, it's Racy B, oh yeah.
Gracie B. Also your first Stinky's Bootcamp today. Amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Good for you for sticking it out for as long as you did. Enjoy those endorphins, Gracie. Thank you.
Tigor, 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 it's the Tigor, oh yeah.
Tigor, thank you so much. You had a dream last night that you were invited to be a twerp member. Amazing. A good singing voice, strong, not Canadian or from space. Yeah, that could be an issue though. That could be an issue. So I don't know. I'll take it into consideration. Thank you, Tigor.
Dabba dabba dango, dabba dabba dango, dabba dabba dango, dabba dango, dabba dango, oh yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Ooh, feeling those dolphins, excellent. And then a dolphin fact from Tepantangu. They have 2 stomachs, which probably has something to do with them never chewing their food. 2 stomachs, you say? That is. Why do you need 2 stomachs? What the hell? What's up with that? Don't cows have like 2 stomachs or like 4 stomachs or something? But they eat their food and then puke it up and then eat it again. 4 stomachs. So, but a dolphin doesn't do that. What do they need 2 stomachs for? Huh. Interesting. In dolphins. See, I've got millions of dolphins swimming around me right now, and I didn't even know that. I feel like my life has been enriched. All right. Here we are. It's going up to.
Oh,
Oh.
Jadoji. Oh, Jadoji. It's Jadoji.
Ochadoji. Oh, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, how does a mermaid check her weight? She uses her scales. Now, I appreciate that there's an extra layer there, Ochadoji, given that you are in the Navy, a little kind of a maritime themed joke that wasn't lost on me. I see where I see where you're getting at. I think I got that right. I think I got that right. All right, onwards. And
Accidentally mental.
Accidentally mental. Thank you. How do you clean the talk box? Asks. I've just been stuffing water down there, but it hasn't been doing much. You got options. If you want to sterilize the shit out of it, boil it. I mean, it's not gonna like melt, unless you are using like a friggin' straw. Yeah, melt. Just putting it in boiling water for like a minute or 2. That cleans the shit out of it. Make sure you dry it out. But if you don't want to do that, I take dish soap, man. You can get like pipe cleaners. Just jab that shit right in the tube. And get all the suds around there. That's what I do on the road most of the time. I'll just like put a little bit of soap in the water and just like make sure the water gets all through it, and then I'll swing it around like a friggin' Indiana Jones with a whip. You know, it makes a cool sound, gets everything wet. Everybody wins. Always happy to field talk box questions. Thank you, accidentally. All right.
Crystal lens, crystal lens, crystal lens, crystal lens.
Crystal lens. Thanks so much. Yeah. Gooby and I are doing dandy. Gooby's been going on a bunch of car rides lately. Been doing lots of errands, so he's having a great time. Car is his favorite place in the entire world. I think I heard him wiggle in the next room. He might have heard me say the C word. I might have freaked out. What is my favorite lift to do at the gym? Squat, bench, or deadlift? Definitely bench. Definitely bench. Confession, I have never had the opportunity to do. I've never done deadlifts. That's just something that I've never. I pretty much never go to the gym with like a gym buddy, because all of my friends are skinny nerds. But I would love to go to a gym that is not so busy that I have to like wait to use like a squat rack or a deadlift, or whatever, and I would love to go with somebody who is into that. I think I think I hear a goober at the door. Oh my god. Is this what's happening right now? Oh my god, it's him! Come on, buddy. Get up, get on up. He wants up. All right, I think the goober has dictated the course of the rest of the stream. Oh. I'm using my second camera right now for this one, and the quality is extra poopy. But you get to see him in all his wrinkly glory. He just wanted to be on the lap. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Oh my god. This is all he wanted. This is all he wanted. I got work to do, buddy. I got shout outs to do. People have donated money and are asking questions. I got work to do, buddy. But I can't say no to this. You guys wouldn't make me do that, right? Maybe we can coexist. Maybe we can if I can just toe my way over to the computer, into the talk box, maybe I can manage this.
Clockwork Bar, it's that Clockwork Bar, oh yeah, thank you, Clockwork Bard.
Ooh, Clockwork Bard, thank you so much. I think we're making this work. Shoutouts, Talkbox, Dog, all of it. I want it all. We're having it all right now. Clockwork Bard, it was your first boot camp, and you were able to do 90% of it. Hell yeah, good for you. Good job. Freaking nailed it. Right on. Thanks for participating. Precipitating. Thanks for precipitating, Clockwork Bard. Yeah. All right, onwards we go. Is this okay, buddy? You okay? Oh, he's good. He's so good.
Bunny boba tea, bunny boba tea, bunny boba tea, it's bunny boba tea, oh yeah. Bunny boba tea.
Bunny boba tea. Thank you so much. Nice. You finally decided what direction you want to go with your music, and you're going to be using synths and talkbox. I approve. Needless to say, that's so rad. Good for you. That's friggin' great. I good luck with that, and I guess acquiring those components are the first step. So hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right, onwards. I think we got one more here.
Ya moving, ya moving, ya moving, ya moving. Thank you, ya moving.
Okay, this is really challenging with just one hand, because normally this hand is manipulating the mod wheel and the pitch bend and whatnot, but I'm trying to do that with this one hand, and the results are
Pretty funny. Ya boobay, ya boobay, ya boobay, ya boobay.
Okay. Yabube asks, oh well, this is your first, or was it your? Yeah, it was your first boot camp ever. Hell yeah! Thank you. Thanks for joining in. You got a question. The exercises lifting your butt up in the air from the ground hurts your lower back. Tips to avoid that. I would suggest. Well, I mean the easiest thing if it hurts, is to just don't do it. Don't do it. Do an alternative exercise. I assume you're talking particularly about the hip bucks, using the stool or the chair, that kind of thing. I mean those can be replaced with like any kind of or substituted with any kind of like a squat exercise. Those are. We're focusing on the same areas. Oh, the corkscrews. Corkscrews are challenging. Those ones with like where you're pushing your butt up in the air and giving it a little like hip twist. I would suggest don't do the twist part. The alternative to the corkscrew would be probably just doing the pulse ups, like the heels to the heavens ones, because the corkscrews are like isolating. They're focusing, not exactly isolating, but they're focusing more on like the side muscles, the like oblique kind of muscles. So you might just need to work on your base level strength for like the larger muscles in your core before doing those ones. So I would suggest if the corkscrews are causing you pain, just do the other replace it in your workout with one of the other core exercises, and you'll be gradually building your strength up there. And yeah, the corkscrew it's a kind of a strange movement at first, so I totally get it. We got one more. Gooby is he's just so happy right here. I love this. All right. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem, Boobay. Thank you. Where are we?
Zomo, it's the Zomo, yeah. Zomo, oh yeah, the Zomo.
Oh, this is such a weird angle.
Zomo, thank you for your donation.
Zomo, right under the wire. Thank you so much. Do I think that different synths and keyboards really make the difference for the sound of the talk box? Absolutely. Like generally speaking, you're gonna want a sawtooth waveform as like the basis for your synth sound for a talk box. You can experiment with other things, but like the sound of the talk box, like the typical one that is like sounds like intelligible. That's all like sawtooth. And like every synthesizer's sawtooth is going to sound different with the different, harmonic content, the different quality of components, the oscillators and all that shit. So like everything, I mean, if it's digital, if it's analog, like everything like that all factors into the sound of a basic thing like a saw wave, and how you manipulate that saw sound. So yes, definitely you're gonna get different qualities with using different synthesizers for the talk box, just like you would get different tones by using different guitars for different parts of a song. Anywho, oh, we got one last minute dono. Oh, it's going out to
Guitar jams, guitar jams, the guitar jams, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Guitar jams. I'm doing what I can at this awful angle with a dog on me, but that's what you're getting, guitar jams. Thank you very much. Sneaking that last minute one in, just under the wire. All right. Well, this animal. Look at this angle, man. Gooby is such a beautiful, traditionally handsome, perhaps even gorgeous animal. Like just a good-looking dog, but man, does he have some unflattering angles, like this. He's just a friggin' sausage. You're just like a tube of meat right now. Like you came out of a can or something. Doesn't make him any less cute, you know. He doesn't need to be a flattering angle for him to be precious and or the best boy ever. Hey buddy. How you doing down there? He's just like ready to nap. I'm sorry, buddy. Did I disturb you? Do you want to just rest? Can I hold your head? I know. He's like, no. All right. I think he's ready to roll. I think it might be walk time. I think that might be also what he's trying to tell me here. Folks, thank you so much, though. All right, I think that's it for us today. Everybody who participated in the boot camp, well done, one and all. And thanks for watching, everyone else. Even if you didn't participate, we had a great time. We had a great time today. Got our stank on. Feels good to be back. Alrighty. Yep, dew claw right in the the haunch. Yeah. Okay. It's time for us to go here, folks. We will be back on Friday night. You better believe it. Ritual night. Friday, 5 p.m. We will see you there. Oops, there he goes. Everybody out there, take care of yourselves. On behalf of my colleague Rufus here and myself, I would like to wish you all a very wonderful rest of your week. Be excellent to yourselves, be excellent to each other, and stay rad. Stay safe as well. All right, take care. Later, everybody.